what you did. Yeah, I know. And I wanna talk about it. And I know you don't.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Car Ride Reactions, the show where we know if you watched our last video or not. So keep tuning in. Anyway, just walked out of the I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot, sequel. I don't know what you would kind of classify this one as, but little background. I think the first I Know What You Did Last Summer, which came out in like 97, 98, I think it's the first scary movie I ever really saw start to finish. It was, I mean, if you even consider that scary, it's more like a thriller to me, but it was really good. I really loved it. So when I saw they were making another one of these, it did get me excited. I wanted to go see it. I hadn't seen the second one since I was in like high school though. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. So I rewatched that before going to see this, and boy, let me tell you, that movie is as bad as the first one is good. That movie is terrible. I'm pretty easy to please in movies, but man, that second one was not good. Anyway, speaking of bad movies, getting into this one, this wasn't great, y'all. This was not great. This was a little disappointed. I mean, I got through it and all, but yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. I think I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 because I didn't, at no point in the movie did I want to get up and walk out of it. I was like, at least gonna see it at the end, like get to the reveal and everything, but definitely the worst movie I've seen this year, if I'm gonna be completely honest. But yeah, I mean, started out, pretty much kind of like the original one did. In fact, they almost tease you like that it's gonna be the exact same scene. For those that don't know, the original I Know What You Did Last Summer is about a group of teenagers on 4th of July weekend who are drinking and driving, and they hit somebody with their car, and then instead of like calling the cops and doing the right thing, they kind of make a decision that they're gonna take it to their graves. And then 1 year later, they all start getting notes saying, "I know what you did last summer," and getting like kind of stalked, and they end up dying. And it's the first one's really great. I'm sure that concept, if you've never seen it and that concept sounds good to you, it's a dope movie. This one, they kind of recycle that, but the opening car scene, like I said, they almost tease you like it's gonna be the exact same thing, but it's not. It's how it's a little different is they get out of the car and they're like fucking around on the side of the road, and then somebody sees them and veers off, hits the guardrail and goes off the cliff, and they try to help the guy and it doesn't go well. They could have done better, but the guy falls off the cliff, and from there it's pretty much the same thing. They make a path. There is a little bit difference in this one where one of the guys in the group, his dad is the head of police or politics or something in Southport, so he does help them clean it up a little bit, like off screen. You don't really see him doing it, but so that's one difference, because in the original it's just the 5 of them that know and nobody else. So you have some more suspects this time around, but yeah, I mean, they didn't even have to. The way they did the death scene, the initial event that kicks everything off, I'm not even sure they really had the lead. They could have, or like hide that. They could have just called the cops and said, "Hey, we were out here, we were watching the fireworks, we were fucking around a little bit," but like, it's not what they did is not as egregiously bad as what the original group in the original movie did. So that was one thing that kind of bugged me from the start. Then as they're getting through the movies, the kill scenes were fine. I will say that's the good thing about the movie. The kill scenes were fine. Like if you like slasher films, they were good. They weren't as creative as even some of the original ones back in the day, but they were good scenes that kept you kind of wondering what was going on, or kept you engaged in what was going on, I guess. But every decision they all made was bad. Like every decision every person made in that movie was bad. It's straight, you know what? Cases on everybody in this movie for bad decisions. Bad decisions in the opening when the initial event happened. Bad decisions along the way to stay alive. Bad decisions to look out for each other. I mean, what were these people thinking, dog? Like cases on all of them. So I mean, bad decisions, bad plot. Line delivery was bad. Line delivery was so bad in this movie. There were some awful lines. Like, did Jennifer Love Hewitt, did she forget how to act? Like I love Jennifer Love Hewitt. She in her older movies and stuff. I hadn't seen her in forever, but she was bad in this. Freddie Prinze Jr., that's my dog, but I mean, he had some bad lines in this one too. He was probably one of the better acting performances in this, but some bad lines in that, man. But anyway, to move on through the story, I mean, they keep you guessing who the killer is the whole time. I had a few guesses who I thought it might be. It got to a point where I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be happy regardless who the killer is in this movie, because it's just not as good as the first. It's better than I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, but it's nowhere near as good as I Know What You Did Last Summer, the original. So when they did reveal the killer, I guess I could have been more mad about that. I was kind of okay with that, but also kind of not, because it ended up being one of the friends in the group, and it's just like, you know, and these are true about the old ones too, you killed a lot of people that had nothing to do with the initial event in the movie, and like, so it's like you're trying to torture and harass all these people. You could have just, you know, got them out the way a lot quicker than you did. I mean, you killed the one girl's fiance. She had to have only been engaged to him for like half a year, which was also a weird writing choice, like to have the Danica girl break up with Teddy, or break out the engagement with Teddy, and then literally the next summer she's having a bridal party, so she moved on quick. And then that guy who was the first death, her new fiance, he had nothing to do with these people in the movie. Like, there's no reason to take him out. I mean, I'd say most of the people that died in the movie really had nothing to do with anything that happened. So, I don't know, weird choice there. Also, the advice, like when they go, what brings Jennifer Love Hewitt's character back into it is she's like a professor at some school or something now, and at some college, and so they go talk to her. Sorry about my camera jumping around, by the way, y'all. Like, not sure what that's all about. Tighten this up for the next video, though. Anyway, so how they get her involved in this is she's a professor, and they know that she had something similar happen. So one of the girls in the group goes and asks, like, how did you handle this situation? And the advice she basically gives them is, yeah, you got to kill them. If you don't kill who's trying to kill you, or if you don't kill who's trying to kill you first, you're dead. So great advice. And then she gets mad at Freddie Prinze Jr. at the end of the movie for giving Stevie the advice to kill the people that wronged her, when she basically gave the exact same advice to Ava. Who wrote this movie? Like, who did they write 1/3 of it when they were drunk, 1/3 of it sober, and 1/3 of it when they were high? Like, it's just so much inconsistency. Like, there was actually a line in this movie where the Ava girl is talking to Danica, and it's after one of the first kills, and she's like, do you think this is karma for something that happened, or for what happened last summer? And it's like, you literally got a note that said, I know what you did last summer, and then they killed your friend's fiance. I think this has something to do with what you guys did last summer. I don't know. Just my thoughts. I don't know. Anyway, like, if you guys watch these videos, like me and Ken, we are not like hating on movies. Like, we see a lot of the good in movies, and like, I feel like this video was pretty, you know, me ripping it apart, even though I have seen worse movies. Like I said, it was 5 out of 10. It was watchable. I mean, if it comes to like streaming or whatever, don't spend your money to go see this. If it comes to streaming or whatever and you want to check it out, if you like the original, feel free to watch it. But when you reboot something, or you bring something back from like a property that people love, and my theater was pretty full actually, so people were interested in seeing this. When you bring something back, like, and it doesn't feel like there was any heart into it, you just did it for like money, or to like get, I mean, really, I guess money would be the only reason. It's like, I don't know. This could have been. It just feels soulless. This could have been a really good franchise had they handled it well, because the first one is a really cool movie. Like I watched it not too long ago, in the last 2-3 years. It still holds up. It's still a good movie. And the cast from there, I mean, Freddie Prinze Jr., Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar. I don't know the guy that played Barry's name, and he actually didn't end up doing too much with his career. But I mean, it's a good cast of people that ended up having like successful careers. So like, obviously the movie wasn't a complete bust. But yeah, this one just didn't do it for me. It was kind of a disappointing trip to the theater. It was something that I had probably higher hopes for than I should. And it was, you know, like I said, 5 out of 10. I mean, any worse, it would have been one that would have been, I mean, really worth tearing apart. But this one is just more, if you're gonna recycle something, at least recycle it well, you know what I mean? But anyway, end of rant, y'all. Trailers for this one. Ironically, I know we've talked about this one. Him is Jordan Peele's new scary movie. I forgot, when you go see like thrillers and scary movies, 90% of the trailers are scary movies. But Him by Jordan Peele, I'm excited for. The guy that played Teddy in this film actually looks like he's going to be the main guy, along with Marlon Wayans in Him. So that guy did a good job too, actually. The guy that played Teddy did a good job. But anyway, yeah, Him is probably the one I'm most excited for. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of other scary movies I see coming up. It's just I'm kind of hit and miss with those. It's got to be the right story or the right franchise or whatever to get me into it. But if something good comes up, I'll get into it. I think Eddington just came out. I might go see Eddington soon. See if Ken wants to see that. We definitely got Fantastic Four on Thursday. I'm thinking about the Together movie too, the one that's got Allison Brie and Dave Franco. That one, I guess that is a scary movie. People are saying that's a pretty good one, so maybe I will run and see that one. So those are the next few things that might come up. I do definitely want to see Freakier Friday too. Might do Naked Gun. So stay tuned, y'all. We're gonna keep pumping these out. Yeah, appreciate y'all watching. Like, subscribe. Oh, and let me know. There was like 8 people that brought blankets to my theater for some reason. Do y'all bring blankets to the theater? Let me know in the comments. Later, y'all.